The setup we're going to look at right now is using the Elmo document camera, the Jabra speaker, and then your USB hubs. So what's going to happen is I will zoom in and show you all these cables and exactly what you would need to do in your classroom. As you can see, I have a lot of cables here on my desk, but they are all zip tied together, and yours will be too. All you'll need to worry about is plugging one or two devices into your computer, and everything else is already going to be plugged into the USB hub and the dongle for your specific computer. So the USB hub has your smartboard USB, your document camera USB, and your speaker USB. Again, you're not going to have to worry about any of that because it's going to be pre-plugged in for you. The dongle for your computer will plug in directly to that computer, and all of those USBs are now connected. You also will have your plugs because the USB hub and the document camera have to have their own power source. So these two plugs will be plugged into the power source, most likely a surge protector nearby. The Jabra speaker is again plugged into that USB port, and you're going to want to place this somewhere that is able to hear all the locations. The Elmo document camera can fold flat for storage. So if yours is folded down, the first thing you're going to want to do is just unfold it. You'll notice the piece on the top can fold down flat or it can go upwards. This is how you're going to aim your camera as a webcam. It also pivots so that you can turn the camera to face the direction you want. Another thing you're going to want to notice about the document camera is there is a light right here on the base. And if you hit the power button, the light will turn red. And if you hit the power button again, the light turns green. You need the light to be green in order to be using the camera. So red is off, green is on. The next thing you need to be aware of is the connection to your smartboard. Depending on your classroom, it could probably be already plugged in, or you may have to plug it in yourself. If you have a USB and an HDMI cord that are not plugged into your board, you are going to take those two cords and connect them to your smartboard. You have the convenience panel on the side of the 6000S model, so you can just plug these cords right here, and now I am connected to my board. Once you've connected your USB and your HDMI, you are going to select the input on your iCue and then select the screen that you've plugged into. You'll see my computer will now pop up on my smart panel, and I can display whatever needs to be displayed. Now that I have my computer connected to my smart panel, you will notice that both displays are identical. This is referred to as a mirror display. But what if I want to have something on my smart panel and something different on my computer? For example, my lesson on one and my Google Meet on the other. To do that, we are going to switch to what is called an extended display. On your Mac, you are going to come up to the top where you see this little square and triangle, and when you click on it, you will select Use as Separate Display. Now you will see that my computer currently has my browser open and my smart panel just has my wallpaper. I can take this window and drag it across, and you'll notice it leaves my desktop and is now showing on my smart panel. If I want to open a Google Meet on the computer, I would do a new window and just drag it back to the computer. Now that I've dragged the window over, you will see that my smart panel and my computer have two separate displays. I am going to open up a Google Meet on the computer screen. Right away, you will notice that it is using the default camera in my computer. In order to switch from this camera to my document camera, I am going to go to the three-dot menu and select Settings. In the settings, you have two options, audio and video. I select the video, and there's a pull-down menu for camera. FaceTime is the built-in computer to your Mac, but if you pull down the menu, you will see MXP2, which is the name of the Elmo. If you're using a different document camera, it'll have a different label listed, but it's going to be the same process to switch between the built-in camera and the document camera. Now that I have switched the camera, you are actually looking at the camera recording me right now. but you'll notice that the image is upside down. On your Elmo, there is a button with circles and arrows. When you select that, it rotates the image and makes it right side up. In order to have my Elmo looking at my smart panel, I am going to rotate this piece and aim it in the other direction. Again, it is now upside down, so I just hit that arrow button and it right sides up. You will be farther away from your smart panel, so your camera will be able to see more of the room. This is just very close for demo purposes. To switch between the built-in speakers and the Jabra, I am going to go back to that three-dot menu and select Settings. This time, we're going to go into the audio settings. Under Microphone and under Speakers, you will pick the Jabra. You're all set. Your speaker, microphone, and camera are now set correctly, so join your call.